Hi, I'm Jeanne Schumacher, founder of Simply Plant Based. And one of the tools that I use in my life, because I talk about the trifecta where you have to change what goes in, so it's food and drink, and then you have to change what goes on, so it's personal care products and the environmental toxins that you're being exposed to, and then you have to exercise. And today I'm here with Judy Harff, who is also a consultant for Pure Haven Essentials, because this is one of the tools that I use to help me to change my health destiny. So Judy, thank you so much for taking the time to be here today.
Oh, Jeanne, it's my pleasure. Thank you very much.
Well, today we're going to talk about cleaning the house and, disinfecting and getting things nice and clean. And yeah.
Hot topic right now.
It is a hot topic right now. So my favorite out of everything in the Pure Haven Essentials group and stuff is the surface cleaner. And I just get the big bottle.
That's the mega bottle, Jeanne.
This is the refill, okay? I just get the refill and I get a sprayer and put it in the refill bottle because that's how much I use this. I use this on all surfaces, literally in my house, from granite to ceramic to, I wouldn't say like fine wood, but I do have wood floors that are covered.
Are they finished?
You're finished, yeah. So what I do is I take a cloth and get it just slightly damp, and then I'll spray it with surface cleaner, and I'll go over the floors. Oh my God, it shines. It's like a brilliant shine. But I use this on everything from the kitchen sink to the bathtub to everything, the toilet, everything gets hit with surface cleaner. And I know that when I'm using it, I'm not breathing in toxic chemicals, because it's just so lovely and light and fresh.
Well, that's what I was just going to say. I think to me, what's addictive about that is the scent that it gives, that releases, because I'm like, oh, what else can I spray? It just smells so divine.
I know. Sometimes like in the bathroom, sometimes you get the little.
Yeah, it's like you could use it as an air freshener. It's so
exactly. In our house, sometimes we need that. I don't know about yours, but.
Oh, yeah. Plant-based, definitely.
Well, it's got some amazing ingredients. Let's talk about some of those things. The cocoa glucoside is derived from it's coconut oil and fruit sugar. And it works as a surfactant, which is like a foaming agent. It's a conditioner and an emulsifier.
And it also helps the water to be able to mix with the oil and dirt so they can be rinsed off very easily, which is
right. That's the emulsifier.
Yeah.
Right. It literally breaks it apart so that it can mix. That's the chemistry teacher
Sounds good.
coming
That's
out.
Okay.
So, the radish root, again, I love this stuff. It's amazing because it not only helps, like if you're using it and getting it on your hands, it's going to help with skin conditioning for that, moisturizing, but it has antimicrobial properties. I mean, in clinical studies, it has been successfully shown to inhibit microbial growth of a variety of different microbes. So It's pretty much a wide spectrum that it will not grow. So
right. Yep. And what is interesting is that the reason radish root came to the forefront was when they noticed that people who were eating a lot of kimchi in Korean Peninsula had far fewer cases of avian flu. And so that's really how the whole thing started, because of these fermented vegetables that seem to be able to offer some resistance to the virus.
Right, absolutely. They also have organic key lime oil, oh God, amazing. I mean, apart from helping like the skin, again, rejuvenates the skin, keeps it shining. I noticed like after I have the cloth in my hands like have a little bit of a shine to them. So it's like, that's what it is. But it helps to protect, the body from infections, reducing, odors, presence of that, because like I know like we were talking about, sometimes the bathroom needs a little, refreshing smell. So, but it's due to the large presence of vitamin C, the flavonoids. These are both strong antioxidants. They also have an antibiotic and disinfectant quality to them.
Right. And when they're sprayed on the skin, apparently, the acids actually scrub off the dead cells. So helping with the dandruff and rashes and bruises.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, another one is organic lemongrass. I love this fragrance or the smell of this. It's an excellent household cleaner, and it's used in a lot of products for that. But the research shows that lemongrass oil has antifungal properties.
Right, right. And then tea tree, I mean, another absolute powerhouse, essential
Yes.
oil that is used in so many antiviral and antifungal, has so many antiviral and antifungal benefits. And what I thought was very interesting is that the Australian Army actually puts it in their soldiers' first aid kits. So,
Really?
yeah, which, I mean, I've used tea tree for years and years and years, and it's definitely, it's one of the
It's a
forefront.
powerhouse for
Yeah.
essential oils. And they do carry, by the way, Pure Haven has it's not an
Yeah.
extensive line, but they've got a good basic line of essential oils, all organic.
Right. And actually, at the
So
moment, they have two that I'm using all the time. One called Be Well, and then there's one other one.
Five Defense, I bet.
Five Defense, which
Yep.
absolutely love. And particularly right now, it's a good time to be using it.
Well, that, and I also use Tranquility, especially when I want to go to sleep,
Oh, nice.
because
Yes.
this is a diffuser, okay? And
Oh,
this
yeah.
it sits next to my bed, and inside I just fill this little well up with some water, and I'll put 4 or 5 drops of Tranquility, and I put this on, and then I can let this run for 6 hours, and while I'm sleeping, and it helps to moisturize the air, number one, but it also then puts this fragrance. And as soon as I start to smell the Tranquility, I just melt. I just start melting into the bed. And if I wake up at night and have to go to the bathroom, I come back and I just fall right back into a very deep sleep. So, yeah.
Well,
Essential oils are
lavender is
amazing.
known for its calming properties. It's,
Yes,
it's ancient old
I know.
in terms of
Well, we have another cleaning product to talk about today.
Oh, yes. I love this one. This is the scrubbing cleanser. And I use it on everything from showers, the sinks, my bathtubs, the stovetop, tile, toilets, and
Pots
anytime
and
you have
pans.
pots and pans, thank you. In fact, I have a fabulous story. I actually decided one day and I have a photograph of it. I cleaned the outside of one pot with the scrubbing cleanser, and then I just used something else, traditional stuff for the other pot, and I put them next to each other. And the one with scrubbing cleanser just like shone. It looks so gorgeous. And I've had a lot of people who've actually said, oh, you know what? I think that this actually works better than the other kind of beep, beep, beep cleanser that everybody tends to use out there when they try to whiten things and clean things. This one is, I don't know, it's phenomenal. It
It
really
is.
works incredibly well in terms of getting things white. And
Well, not just that, but in the bathtub, you've
yeah,
got that soap scum, which
yeah.
is a precipitate. Okay, again, my chemistry teacher comes out. The soap scum, the precipitate around the bathtub ring, what happens with that is this literally breaks it apart. And it just, it,
Wow.
and the longer, like what I do when I'm cleaning my tub, I'll get it wet, and then I'll put some of this on, and then I'll, with the sponge, spread it around and let it sit, because it literally breaks it apart. It literally breaks
Wow.
it apart. And then you just wipe, again, let it sit for 10 minutes, and then come back with the shower head and, rinse around. You're wiping it down, and you'll see how clean and how easy everything comes off. You don't have to scrub. You just soap it up, let it go, let it sit for 10 minutes, and come back, and easy to clean. Really
And
easy.
it's interesting. I love doing it in my sink in the kitchen because it's a stainless sink. And after I've cleaned my sink, I want to clean my sink because it looks so shiny afterwards. It's like,
Okay,
oh,
let's not go that far.
well,
No.
let me tell you, this is rewarding. I
It
feel like
is.
I made progress.
It is. Well, let's talk about some of the ingredients. The first one is coco
Okay.
glucoside. And this is the emulsifier. This is what I was talking about, what like literally breaks apart like the soap scum and precipitate in the tub. Because what's happening is that the oil from your body is combining with soap, and then it sticks to the side of the tub. And so it precipitates out. And that's what the soap scum is. And so this emulsifier, this coco glucoside, literally breaks it apart. And so it helps water to be able to mix with the oil, the dirt, and rinse it off, just like I was talking about.
Interesting. Wow. And then, of course, also one of my favorites is the baking soda. I find baking soda is a huge help in terms of cleaning things. And then the radish root ferment filtrate, that was ingenious how they
Oh my
created
gosh.
that.
Yeah, no, for sure. And we talked a little bit about this for the last product, but I love how that, we're talking about flus right now and viruses. And because of the Asian flu that happened on the Korean peninsula, that they theorized it was the kimchi, which was the traditional Korean dish, which had fermented vegetables, which is where this whole idea came up from, helping to deal with, flu, viruses, because it has a resistance to for viruses. And that's what we're trying to make right now, is an environment resistant to viruses.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And then we get into a lot of our citruses again, like the organic lemon essential oil. Again, reminder, we don't use anything that has fragrance, perfumes in it, because particularly things like fragrance, it's so easy to hide hundreds of other chemicals if they wanted to under that name without having to disclose it. So we only use essential oils, and this is one of the essential oils. So we use the essential oil, lemon essential oil, which is an excellent natural astringent, an antiseptic, bactericide, which is particularly beneficial to people who have problem skins, and is able to balance the pH of their skin, which is so helpful.
Right. I just love this. I mean, I really do. One of the things I also use it for, I use the Instant Pot a lot in my cooking.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of times the beans will leave this film on the bottom. So
that's right.
Yes. So I have found that when I put some of this on, I put a little bit of water in there, get a little water for the pot to get wet, and then spread this around and let it sit, come back, 10 minutes later, and just a little bit again, wiping it up, and then it just shines like amazingness.
Yeah. See, you like the shininess too.
Oh, I do. There's no question. There's no question. But I'm not obsessive, and I'm not going to be going and cleaning my sink. Okay, just no. I'll leave that to you.
I'll do that once a day.
But I just love the Pure Haven, and you and I met. Because of this, we were up at PlantStock at a plant-based conference, and you were selling these products, and I, walked over and. Like, yeah, these are non-toxic. And I'm like, what? I've been looking for this company. I had been looking for a company that was toxic-free for so long, and had no idea about Pure Haven. And that's how we met. And I'm so glad, because it's, I've gained a lovely friend from this.
Absolutely. Me too. Well, I think that must be 4 or 5 years ago that we connected, and I've been using their products for over 6+ years, and I wouldn't think of, honestly, I wouldn't think of anything else. I love the fact that they're so transparent too. To me, that's key.
Yes.
I'm going to know what I'm getting. And if it doesn't meet the standards for the company, they would rather not make the product than make the product and hide something in there that we were believing would be safe.
Well, I love that you can find out all this information, like on the website, and they show you all the ingredients, and they talk about what each ingredient is for. But if you're ready to order and go toxic-free living, you can connect with Judy or myself. So thank you, Judy, for talking about how we can keep our houses clean.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Great chatting with you, Jeanne.